Hello guys, welcome. Today we're going to be trading ES, my favorite instrument of them all, and we're doing that with my well back-tested strategy with the session volume profile. As you can see, a lot of stuff on my screen right now, but it's simpler than it looks. The session volume profile, maybe some people are familiar with it. People that have been in this industry probably for a while already, they will know the session volume profile because it's the beginning of all price movement. It's the foundation of it. Shows the areas where most activity, most contracts were exchanged, and the places where the least contracts were exchanged. So it shows a place of interest and uninterest. I use it mainly for the value area, which is the 68% where most of the activity was, and that creates the value area high and the value area low. This is the value area high, and this is the value area low. So currently the market has been open for a while right now. The New York session started 40 minutes ago, and firstly we were looking for shorts. However, there was not enough confirmation, and now we're back into the value area. I'm not going to explain the whole strategy. If y'all want it, ask for it in the comments. Maybe I'll decide to do that later. But my main focus on this channel is not price action, strategies, or whatever, because that's your own responsibility. You should be testing, creating, and trading your own strategy, which you've tested yourself. I've tested mine, and here's a small example of the backtests that I've done. This is a backtest of the past year, and as you can see, it generated a 47.5 RR with 165 trades, a 51% win rate, and an average RR of 1.49. It has ups and downs. I know my longest win streak, my longest losing streak. I've even done some filtering, so I am sure of certain things. So I can show you, this is the filtered version, and the filtered version showed me, I did some analysis on my backtests, and it showed me that I did not make much money on the Mondays, not much money on the Fridays at all over a year. So I could eliminate those, and that's why I do not trade the Mondays and Fridays. So this is my backtesting data, and after some filtering, we're coming around 59 RR total return and a 60% win rate. Yeah, with a little bit, well, almost the same average RR. So my point here is, guys, I backtested my strategy, and you should do the same. It creates confidence. You know what you're getting yourself into. You know your statistic, your probabilities of your strategy. My main focus is psychology. I've been trading for a long time right now, and most people, probably everybody that's been trading longer than 2 years, knows very well that psychology is one of the biggest struggles most traders have, right? Because you can make an emotional mistake every second of the day. Every second of the day you can make an emotional mistake, and that's going to cost you a lot of money. So your psychology is very important, and that's what we're focusing on today as well. I will be trading, and I don't know if I will be getting any entries today, but that's the game. I don't care if I do get an entry or not, because eventually I will. If I stay behind the charts for the hours that I provided for myself and tested for myself, then eventually I will get entries, and in the long term I will earn money. So as you can see, I'm trading the session volume profile. I use the visible range volume profile mainly for targets and stops. The VWAP for context, and also the orb, the 15-minute orb for context as well. Not my main focus, but it is for context and to create my bias during the day. I'm trading a combine today on Top Step. And yeah, I've done my preparations for today as well already. I've done my mental readiness assessment for today. It was a bit off today. I had 1 point below the minimum, but we'll see how that's going to end up today. Then I've set my rule target. This is a fully new, clean trading journal account. I have done my stuff. I've already set my rules for today and for the whole account. Obviously, it's not only for today, but the rules that I need to follow for my strategy to work. We've noted them down, and we're here having the trading journal. Cool. So as you can see, fully fresh. Let's get started for today. So we closed for a few minutes, like 10. We were trading below the value area low, and right now we just had a full reversion and closed back into the value area, and now we're just waiting. Simply, you need to have patience, obviously. So we're now trading in a range where I would not trade. I only trade continuations. Well, I only trade continuations if the fix is above the 15 fix. Some people might know it. Fix volatility index has a bottom of around 9, 8.5, I'd say. And it's an index that shows you how high the volatility is on the S&P index. So in my backtest, I've always also included the fix, so I know in which market environments my strategy works and in which doesn't. I do not trade reversions in high volatility or middle volatility periods, but I do trade continuations in these periods. So in these environments, I only trade continuations, and if the fix gets below the 15, usually tend to trade more the reversions. So that's the fix. Right now, price is not doing much. We've just received news as well. Existing home sales just came out. Not very high impact news. So price could still go down. I've got still more than an hour to trade. So if I do not get any opportunities in this hour, then I'm done for the day. But right now it's just patience and waiting for the correct setup and the entry that I have backtested hundreds of times.
All right, we're back. As you can see, price ranged for a little bit, but price closed below the value area low, as you can see. We do not have long for my strategy to be still valid because in 15 minutes my trading window is done. However, we should be getting an entry if we're getting an entry within or after the next 5-minute candle. So need to wait for 5 more minutes and then my entry is possibly shaping up, but we'll see. All right, so next candle opened. Currently I do feel some emotions. What I usually do is I grab my trading journal and I'll go to the notes already and note down my feelings for the day and during this trade real quick. It doesn't need to take long, but I usually just note it down real quick. So I very strongly feel like I want to enter the trade, but the setup not takes 2 seconds. Trading is a business and you gotta treat it like one. So every little thing, note it down. You can look back at it later, and that's very important, just to have data on yourself and on your strategy, of course. So now, for me, it's just waiting for an entry. All right, price did not give me an entry signal yet, but this candle could do it. So let's just be patient and wait for our signal. We just need this 5-minute candle that's just open to grab this previous 5-minute high. All right, cool. Did it grab the 5-minute high though? No, it did. We just need one more high volume bearish candle, which is our confirmation. Could be either the flip of this candle or the next one. All right, 5 minutes closed, grab the previous 5-minute high. Now we just need one more bearish candle with decent volume, closing bearish. Yeah. And so our profit has been hit for a total of $250. Awesome. As you can see, I needed to wait pretty long, but it got there finally. Added to MES, to MentalBro strategy. I forgot to add that. All right, so entry time. Entry time was 17:30. All right, oh, cool. And exit time around this time. All right, cool. A short risk to reward. It was 2.08. Stop loss size was 115. Around that. Okay, now to 50 and a screenshot. Cool. No. All good. What were the confluences? Oh, it did reject from VWAP. That was good. 5-minute grab. Yeah, so those were 5. Cool. Let's add it. Yes, this is the after trade assessment. So how well did you follow your trading plan entry to exit? A 4. We did not have the retest of the value area low. Emotionally controlled during a 4. It was good, but not amazing. Yes, I did at the end. I was pretty calm though. And how mentally fit? Right now, I would say not that much. Cool. Okay, not very good. Minimum mental readiness score. Yeah, that's true. But all as well, pretty good. It was a good day. Now we can... Actually, let's do the daily recap. I will do this myself. Thank you all for watching with me today. Trade smart and trade safe. Peace.